Hey you guys, welcome back to the Sunflowers and Rays YouTube channel, where I discuss all things concerning my flight attendant lifestyle, my faith, and my coffee obsession, which, hold on a second. Okay, that's better. You know, I ain't never smoked cigarettes, but I would imagine how people that smoke cigarettes, when they get up in the morning and just, that's how this hits me in the morning. Also, I know I sound extremely nasally today. My sinuses are going through an adventure, but please pardon me. Anywho, I wanted to get into today how I was able to navigate through my 21-day Daniel fast while being a full-time flight attendant. Like, y'all, I just want to take a minute and just say things that people just don't know normally. So, you know how on a job you can bring your lunch to work? Yeah. So when we as flight attendants bring our lunch to work, we go through a lot more efforts to bring our lunch to work. First you got to pack it in your little lunch kit, and then once you get to work, 9 times out of 10 you're probably storing your lunch somewhere on the plane, somewhere that may be chilled and may not be chilled. So then you got to find ice to go in your lunch kit. Also, if you are doing a few different flights in that day that maybe go through another country, like if I was to go Houston to Cancun to Denver. Y'all, a spider web just connected itself to the camera. That freaking fast. Why though? But why? Anyway, so if I was going from like Houston to Cancun, Cancun to Denver, let's say back to Cancun, and then Cancun back to Houston, all in the same day. Let's just say that's what I had to do. I now have certain restrictions on the foods that I can bring in and out of Mexico back into the States and vice versa. So these are my little hurdles. Now, on top of those things, I'm not a big lunch packer when it comes to eating at work. So my next problem is, oh, I see the web, y'all. Bro, where's the spider? Bro, I feel like I'm about to be like Isaiah Carey, what's his name, Isaiah Carey from Fox, when he lost his mind with that bug and started cussing. That's where I thought I was getting at. We might need to take this show indoors. The bug's gonna be acting like this. Not about to get me on the TV. Anywho, I'm not big on packing my lunch. I don't prefer to pack my lunch. I would like to find things at the airport as I go. Like, I'm one of those, when I get to work early in the morning, because I prefer early flights, I search out for Starbucks. I go get me a nice Starbucks latte and a treat from Starbucks. Then if I stop through another airport later, I'm hunting for something that consists with rice and maybe beans and, veggies and things like that. Maybe a little salad. These are the things I like to do. Like, what can I find? It's an adventure for me. Oh, money wasting adventure, but an adventure nonetheless, and I like to do it. But doing this fast, it's not a lot of things that you can have. I will include a list of all of the things over here. So because you are limited so much, it's best just bring your lunch. So I need to bring my lunch, I need to bring my breakfast, I need to bring all the snacks as well, because truth be told, whenever I do the Daniel fast, I don't get full ever. I'm just hungry all day. And it's not a bad thing. I honestly try not to think about it. My mom used to tell me when we would fast when I was younger, like, whenever you get in a point where you are noticing what you're missing, these are moments that you should pray and reflect and spend time with God. Well, yes. And I do try to do that. However, whenever I'm at work and on the plane, there are so many things going on. Therefore, I bring a lot of fruit. I bring a lot of nuts. I brought a lot of oatmeal and maple syrup because that's the only sweetener you can have, no sugar. There's a lot of things to think about because you're on the go and you're traveling. And now that was probably the number one hurdle that I've experienced in the past with doing this fast and being a flight attendant, because I've been a flight attendant for 10 years and I do this fast at the beginning of every year. So I feel like each year I'm trying to find a way for me not to necessarily think about it, because I don't want to spend more time in the space of me thinking about what I can't have and what I can eat while I'm at work. And instead, I'd rather just find a way to incorporate it into my lifestyle, incorporate it into my work lifestyle, my flight attendant lifestyle, and make it work. My house is not far from a school, if you can hear the kids screaming. And just make it work for me, in a sense, so that I'm not looking like I'm hurting. Last thing I would want is for somebody that I'm working with to say, oh my God, Tam, we're all grabbing Mexican food. Like, you want some? And now I gotta ask the waiter, did y'all make the brown rice with chicken stock? Like, these are things, because whenever I do the fast, I go all out and I want to follow all of the rules. So I first want to dive into some of the things that I ate for breakfast while on the go. I decided to do a little meal prepping, because I also am not just cooking for me. My other half does the fast with me. And I needed him to have his food available as well when he was at home and I wasn't here to help him through this process. So here are two of my favorite things that I prepared while on the fast that I actually made in advance. I just made a batch of it for him to make while he was at home. I don't think he did it, but whenever I was here, I would prepare these amazing Daniel fast friendly pancakes. Now, y'all, a lot of this was research, but most of this was your girl. I did this. So these pancakes are made with cassava flour, peanut butter. I used maple syrup to sweeten them along with the peanut butter, and oat milk as well, y'all, and the apple cider vinegar, baby. Because you can't use eggs and milk and butter and all this other great things. But these pancakes, I'm going to link them below. The recipe is on my website. You will love them. Must try. Please just try it. Even if you're not on the Daniel fast, please just try these pancakes. They're delectable, okay? I don't know if I added this on there, but your skillet must be piping hot before you put these on, in order for them to just do what they do the best way that they can do it and come out as golden brown as they did. But try it out. Now, in terms of lunch, I didn't necessarily do a lot of lunch, like meals. I don't think we really did lunch. We would always make sure that we filled up pretty good around breakfast time or whatever we chose to eat for breakfast. And then we kind of snacked up until dinner time, when I would try to prepare a new meal for us to explore and enjoy before we went into our Bible study that evening. Now, for me on the go, I would love to pack a potato. I packed avocado spread. I packed a bowl of fruit. I did overnight oats that I would bring with me that I made with oat milk, maple syrup, and cinnamon. And I just had these things ready available to put in my bag. I had small little bags of almonds and walnuts and Did I have cashews? Yeah. All these little bags of nuts that I would pack into my bag just so that I had a variety of snacks to have throughout the day, along with the fruits. Now, mind you, this is also on the days that I didn't have trips that went in and out of Mexico or any other nearby country that wouldn't allow me to do what I wanted to do, as far as nuts and fruits and grains and things. One of our we had two favorite places that we could dine while on the Daniel fast. Now, one of those places is special to Houston, you guys. It is Mo Better Brews Coffee Shop. Is that what it's called? I think it's Mo Better Brews Coffee and Vinyl. I'll insert it here. They actually do, at the beginning of the year, a limited Daniel fast menu where they've already gone through the list of approved and unapproved things that you can have and applied that to the meals that they've created. They are a vegan restaurant, but they've gone the extra mile to ensure that you are not that you don't ruin anything on the fast. They've already done the hard work for you and aligned the fast with their menu items, and you guys, it's delicious. Like, aside from them just being an amazing vegan restaurant here in Houston, food options, amazing. I hope I insert some photos and some footage from whenever we went to the restaurant. We went probably 3 times while we were on the Daniel fast, but highly recommend if you come through Houston and you're on a vegan diet or you're on the Daniel fast, because you could be doing this Daniel fast all year long at any point during the year. It does not only have to be at the start of the year. Y'all, ask them what they did and see if they can provide a little something for you. Anywho, the other restaurant that we went to, I do believe, has multiple locations around the U.S., but it was Flower Child. You guys, so I did a little research. I had to call and ask things about like sugar and flour and stuff like that, but for the most part, they have, I want to say, 3 dishes on there that are definitely Daniel fast friendly. We experienced 2 of them. I'm gonna insert some footage from there as well. Y'all, we loved our food from here. Now, this was a lunch experience for us. I happened to have been off that day that we went, and he thoroughly enjoyed it. He was hesitant because it was looking a little too healthy for him, but he tried it. He loved it. It was great. I'm gonna have to insert the 2 dishes that we personally love and go back for. We're probably gonna go back here even now that we're done. We'll still go have it. So one of the hardest things for me during the fast was the fact that I could not have my delightful coffee. You guys, it's no caffeine. When I tell you, me coming back to this was like me coming back to crack. So instead, just to have something warm in the morning, because it's not necessarily that I had to have some more caffeine, because I couldn't do the caffeine, but I did ensure that I made a herbal tea. I had an iced herbal tea that I made for us to have at the house, and I also did hot herbal teas for me in the morning. So now, as a woman, I'm not sure if you know this, but raspberry leaf tea is amazing. Try it. If you have like menstrual cramps and all that other crap, I need to add the little thing over here again so I can tell you all the benefits of raspberry leaf tea, but amazing. But for him, he loves the hibiscus tea, so I did that tea as well with a little lemon and some maple syrup once again, because that's what we could have. Yes, like, we enjoyed the fact that while we're doing this fast, while we're opening ourselves up to God more, while we're praying, while we're reading more scripture and in Bible study with each other, because we prayed in the morning and we prayed in the evening, the more we did this, the more conversation that we had, the more just open we were to so many different things that were happening around us. changing our perspective, because we also had some negative things that happened, or things that could have easily put us in a place mentally, put us in a place that would have had us responding differently had we not have been hungry. I'm sorry. Had we not have been prayed up, studied and read up, already having an open heart, like, I know we would have responded differently to some of the things that were thrown in our direction, individually and collectively. It gave us better clarity, and we responded differently. So in situations where we probably would have either lashed out, not at each other, but to other events, or complained, or I don't know, just done things differently, we instead flipped that situation around and talked about it, applied scripture that we had already been reading to the situation, and already knew God's got this under control. Like, there's no way I'm doing all of this and this didn't come to me for a reason. Like, this issue at work didn't happen for a reason. This family member is responding to me the way that they're responding for a reason. Like, everything was so aligned, and the fact that we just had this peace about it, I said, this is God in itself, because ain't no way that man would have responded the way he responded to some stuff. But he and I both, me on my job, different things that were happening at work that I won't discuss because people be judging. Yeah, you will get such a better sense of clarity and a better relationship with God in the end, and ultimately that's where you want to be anyway, right? But you guys, I honestly just wanted to pop in and give this little tidbit. I'm gonna add a little bit more things to my newsletter, so if you are interested, please, see the link in the description below, because it won't let me add it here. So see the link in the description below, and I will add the link to sign up for my newsletter if you're interested in hearing any more about the foods that I ate. I'm kind of careful on explaining too much of the journey. I will give the testimony, but these spiders are everywhere. Everybody else just gets a lot of generic information just concerning the actual fast, but I don't want to necessarily put you into my spiritual walk, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. If you're confused about fasting, I will do another video. Please leave in the comments below, and I'll try my best to explain it the best that I can. But honestly, in this video, I only wanted to share how I kind of navigated through food with being a flight attendant, and also trying to feed somebody who doesn't like to prepare their own food but wanted to participate in the fast. And yeah, that's literally it for today. I just wanted to come in and explain that I've been going back and forth with myself all week long on how I was going to do this video, because I did want to include you guys. I want to explain why I hadn't done any coffee videos lately, and I also wanted to explain why in my first video I was drinking tea and not coffee, and coffee is my thing, not tea. So that is it, you guys. I do hope you stick around. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.